Hi there, Titans. My name is Paige, and today I will be showing you the functionality of project unload and page unload in Titan Web. So the purpose of project unload and page unload is to allow a message to appear whenever your users try to click out of a website or browser while they are in the middle of completing your form. So it's a sense of like security to allow either your data to be saved or for them to just have a confirmation message to be sure that they want to quit the form or project or interface before they were intended to finish. So let me first start by showing you where project unload is. So you can go to the settings wheel over here, go to site elements, and then down here you can see project unload. Now the difference between project unload and page unload is that project unload applies for the entire project and page unload applies for each specific page. So you need to be aware that when you're doing project unload, this message is going to appear, the same message is going to appear throughout the entire project. And then page unload will only appear for whenever that user is on that page. And if you were to have both project unload and page unload messages, page unload is always going to overwrite the project unload. So you can have both, like you can have a project unload message throughout the project and certain pages could have a page unload message on it. So anyways, I'm going to show you that functionality today. So we can go to the settings wheel, go to site elements, go to project unload, and this is where we can activate it. I'm going to say just going to call it exit. And so I said, are you sure you want to leave without finishing your enrollment? And the really cool thing about this feature is that you're able to have actions trigger whenever the message is sent and whenever it appears on the user's page. You can also have certain actions trigger however they interact with the message. So if they click yes, that means that they're going to close out of the website, and you can have an action take place whenever they do that. And alternatively, you can also have them, whenever they click no, that means they're going to remain on the page, and you can have an action take place at that point too. So let's configure some actions to see all of this take place. So we're going to do an on message action, and I'm just going to ensure that whenever they try to exit out, I'm going to go ahead and try to save whatever progress they have. So let me create some pushes. The first thing was the account. You create account. And there's going to be a run criteria. So if the account ID parameter that I created is empty, then we will run this push. So the account name is I think it's company name. I'm going to start with elements so I can see everything. So company name, street address, city, state, zip code, okay, so that is the account. So, and the condition that I put on that was if the account ID is empty, then we will push this data into Salesforce. We're also going to do the same thing for contact. So I'm going to set the run criteria. So if contact ID is empty, then we will create the contact. And the reason I'm doing this is because we don't need to create a contact if the contact ID is not empty. So like if they've already created a contact and then they close out of the website, then that's fine. We don't need them to create another contact because the contact is already created and the parameter has been passed. So let's start with elements. So come back down here, do first name to first name, last name to last name, birth date to birth date, email, okay, click apply, close. And so this is where we're just going to set the actions. So once the message appears, we're going to go ahead and push whatever they have already filled into the form because we want to be able to collect that information. Okay, so that's what's going to happen when this message triggers. Now we need to configure what happens when they say, yes, I do want to leave without finishing my enrollment. So when this happens, I just want to send myself an email and let myself know, hey, this person signed, like left without without finishing their form. So here we go. System actions, send email. We can configure it. And then I have this user exited form email that I've already spelled out. I have it going to myself, and I'm going to send it via Titan. And then the content says user exited form. And then we have this parameter that holds the message from that for that email. So apply, close, apply, apply. Now what happens when they say no? So when they say no, that's whenever they don't want to exit out. So they go back to the form, and we want something to happen whenever we're just going to show them a message. So we're just going to say, please finish form before closing. Thank you. Smiley face. All right, so this is a toast. So it's just going to be like a little message that appears up here at the top whenever they are finished. And then, yeah, that'll be good. We're going to click apply, 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 save. There's another place. So there's not just project unload, but there's also page unload. So this is specific to each page. So I can create a page unload by clicking on the three dots of a page, going to configure actions, and then go to unload actions, page unload. And so now I can activate this as well. It's a confirmation. Are you sure you want to quit before saving an account? Because this is the page that they create an account. So I'm just going to say that, and I'm just going to leave all this message, all of this the same. And I'm going to click apply, apply, save, and now we're going to preview it. So one thing that is important to know is if they do not start the form, they just close it out, it's just going to close out. It's only once they get started by filling in their information that they will get a message. So this is just my Google Chrome message. That just happens whenever that's configured by my Google Chrome. But this is the message that Titan has set up. So it says, are you sure you want to quit before saving an account? So if I click no, then it goes back. And then if I click, let me try to close out again. Again, that's not part of the configuration. If I click yes, then it does close out. And that did not save anything in Salesforce. There was no actions involved in that. So if you just want to be able to do like a quick security message and make sure that people really do want to exit out of their form before they leave, then you can just do a simple page unload setup, and that will be a great way to just guarantee that they do actually want to exit out and they know that their information is not being saved. All right, so let me show you what it looks like on the other pages, because that was just a page unload. Here, we'll just go ahead and just turn off the page unload so you can see how it looks for the rest of it. Page unload, and I'm going to unactivate that. Apply, save, preview. So, oh, now we have wrong account. Wait, that was fine. Sorry. All right. So let's create our company name, company D, and now let me try to close out. Yes. So this is the other one. This is the project message. Are you sure you want to leave without finishing your enrollment? If I click no, I get this toast. Please finish enrollment before closing. Thank you. Nice. And then if I say yes, let's try this again. Yes. Let's see. Was that integration? Did it happen? The account was created and the contact was not created because there was no there was nothing in email, there's nothing in the last name or anything. I had only filled out the account, and there you can see that it was created, and we have company D created. It was just the name, but it did get created. Awesome. And that email was sent. So let's see that email. Yes, you can see user exited farm. You can see that company was company D. Perfect. So all of it is working great. So this is how you would set up just different ways to secure your form, secure your users' information, and make sure that they are exiting out with care. So I hope that this video helps and that this helps to facilitate great forms and websites projects for your company. Thank you for watching.